Beautiful friends, welcome to another edition of Treasure Tuesday. I am honored to be here with you today in Ojai, California, and we're here in Bart's Books amidst this incredible wisdom. Thousands and thousands of books that are perfect to demonstrate what I'm going to share with you today. I got a question that I felt really passionate about answering. Thank you, Jordan, for your question. And he writes, I was hoping to get your opinion and insight. Recently, the world, for obvious reasons, has been extremely depressing. What are your thoughts on how to avoid these things that bring you down? Like tragic world events, politics, and the media. The term ignorance is bliss comes to mind, but is that responsible? Is it okay to be ignorant on the world around you? If you've been feeling really down and out, whether it's in your immediate family or just looking at the world around you, really seeing a depressing reality around you, please keep watching. This video is especially for you. There are two ways that people typically respond to challenging events, especially world events. There are the activists who go out there and fight against the reality that is existing right now and try to make a change, and that's super beautiful and noble. And then on the other hand, there are the spiritual types who turn a blind eye and really maintain that inner vibration, that state of love and happiness and joy by turning off the news, by turning a blind eye to all that's going on in the world. What I'm about to share with you is my personal opinion, so I really invite you to trust yourself, and this is just a suggestion. So we have these two camps. We have this camp of activism, go make a change, go out there and fight the existing reality, and we have the spiritual types that are really about going into this ignorance is bliss kind of state, which is also noble. I don't actually see it as ignorance. I see that as clarity, that is going to bring me down, and I can't serve the world from this place of pain, so I'm going to turn inward and take care of myself. What I'm bringing forward is an integral path, an opportunity to actually blend both. This focus on your inner state, because you, my friend, are infinite. Each of us are connected to this infinite supply. All this wisdom you see around me right now, all these books, all the insight, all the intelligence, it's actually accessible within each of us. But if we're so focused on the drama that's going on in the world, it's very easy to get swept into and cycloned into this dramatic hurricane of sorts, right? What do you want to see happen in the world? What is your dreamiest vision? What is in your heart that you would love to see our world transform into? Just like the caterpillar transforms into the butterfly, you can think of what's going on in our world today as a temporary state. And the shift has to hit the fan in order for that butterfly to birth, in order for the diamond to pop out of the coal, in order for any kind of growth to take place. We initially have to brush up against some dark times. The caterpillar in the cocoon thinks the world is ending. The coal that's being struck by intense heat and pressure is can you imagine what that feels like in order to pop into the diamond? The evolution of our world and of humanity is happening through each of us right now, and it starts with a vision. It starts with a dream, which is usually precipitated by a challenging event, by something tragic, like what's going on environmentally and politically and all of these things. So the first thing is to ask yourself from your heart, not from logic, what is your heart's vision for our world? Politically, environmentally, financially, socially, educationally, what do you want to see happen in our world? Second step is to clarify, what do you feel if that vision has come to life? We're seeing the result of trying to create change out of a reaction to what's not working, which is a fight against what's going on right now. The opportunity is to move into response, conscious response, and the only way to do that is to come into this state, to come into a vibration of what it is you want to see in our world. Honking is confirmation. So whatever it is you want to see, what will that bring you? What feeling would that bring you if educationally our kids are being educated in a way that's empowering them all across the world? What happens when we're honoring the earth? We're supporting our beautiful environment to thrive. What happens when politically we have conscious leaders coming in and working together rather than this very divided way of fighting against each other? What happens when we look on social media and in the theaters and on TV and we see conscious entertainment that actually provokes growth and expansion? What does that feel like for you? Tap into that, clarify, is it peace? Is it prosperity? Is it hope? Is it inspiration? Is it love? Is it connection? And the third is to vibrate with that vision. So that might be turning off the media, like you were saying, Jordan. It might be turning a quote-unquote blind eye. I don't see it that way. I see it actually as opening your eyes or eye to the truth, to that state of consciousness that's within you. And then from that place, natural action will follow. A relaxed activism will follow. As you drop into that relaxed state, that peaceful state, whatever that is for you, you will respond rather than react to what's going on around you. So just to recap here, if you're feeling challenged, looking at the world is depressing, I invite you to open up to the reality that there's a much greater vision you can hold, and know that these challenges that we're facing are precipitating great transformation. Transformation can't happen without that cocoon phase, so to speak. So when you look at it from greater altitude, a lot more is happening. Good things are happening. Amazing things are happening. And the 3 steps I would take are: number 1, write down on a sheet of paper, clarify for yourself, what is your vision for our world on all levels? The things that depress you right now, what is your inspiring vision that makes you come alive? Number 2, what would you feel if that was actuated? If that was really actualized in our world, what would that bring to your heart, to your mind, to your body, to your feelings? Number 3, vibrate with your vision. How do you do that? You choose to feel whatever number 2 is. Choose to feel peace, clarity, inspiration, hope, empowerment, this movement rising within you. Maybe it's relaxed action. Continuously turn your attention to what feels good. And I don't mean temporary fixes like having a drink or watching TV just to numb out. I'm talking about self-care, self-nurturing, connecting with people who are of a higher vibration, reading inspiring books, surrounding yourself with realized beings that are transmitting an energy, a frequency that's delicious and activating your whole being. Whatever that self-care is for you, maybe it's swimming, dancing, painting, creating, right? From there, in that meditative state, in that connected state, you will notice right action will follow. So that means activism, but not activism with I should and that heaviness of I should be doing something in the world. It's more of a joyful service that comes out of your heart. It's what you specifically are here to do. What do you love to do, and how can you share the love and the inspiration that's in your heart and pay forward something that really matters to you? It might be painting a beautiful image with a positive word on it and posting it publicly somewhere. These things have power. Back in 2010, I was in a very dark time, and I could not in any way take a look at what was going on in our world because I myself was going through my own challenges. I remember dialing into a phone call that Marianne Williamson was having. For me, Marianne Williamson is someone I deeply admire and respect. On the phone call, she was activating everyone on the call to take action, and she was very forthright in saying that we're one of the most selfish cultures. We're one of the few cultures, and especially in the States, that doesn't pay forward, that doesn't go out there and do service. When I hung up that call, I was in such a spin because I felt such guilt. I didn't have the bandwidth to go be of service. I needed to heal. In that moment, that was a rite of passage for me to check in and trust where I am. Trust where I was in that moment. I ended up going into ignorance is bliss, going into a bubble, going into deep healing for 9 months. We're all in a different place, and sometimes activism looks like inner activism, looks like deep healing and transformation, facing your own pain and bringing healing to yourself, and then trusting your own timing, trusting that as you heal, as Tony Robbins says, as you heal the child within, the man is born. Sometimes that's the greatest level of activism, and that's where it starts. So I share that with you so you can trust yourself, trust exactly what your impulse is right now. You know what's best for you. Let's just complete here by taking a breath. And just sending a tremendous blast of light to somebody in your life who could really use it right now. And one more deep breath in, and just sending that breath out as you exhale, sending light to our world at large. And then one more breath to just receive that love and that light deep, deep, deep inside of you as you have the most amazing week of your life, because you're worth it. Mwah!